Alright, so finally we're in floor 94. And this time we will be getting the chest piece. But first off, let's have a look at the boss. We have Assassin Sid. Okay, so his first skill is if any of your ally gets poisoned, they will get less healing. Also, if an attack misses on his ally, everyone, well, his whole team gets a speed buff for 2 turns. And also, all attacks cannot be countered on his allies. So it doesn't affect him. You can still counter him, but not his allies. The next one is his normal attack, Slice. And what this does is that if he is the only one left, he can stun for 1 turn. He gets to attack another time. And also he gets an extra attack. So this means that he can stun up to 2 units. If his shade is present, he will increase the CR of all his allies by 20% and dispels 1 debuff from all of his allies. Now this doesn't affect him, the CR doesn't affect him, and the cleanse doesn't affect him, so not too bad. Now his third skill, Execution, very low cooldown, 3 turns, attacks all enemies, decreasing defense for 2 turns, and dispelling all buffs. When he is the only one left, he will summon 2 shades, and also if his HP is 50% or less, he will summon 4 shades. And also he begins the battle with Execution available. So as soon as he gets his turn at the start, he will use Execution and summon his shades. The next one is a passive skill. If he attacks while he's stealth, he penetrates the enemy's defense by 50% if that enemy is 100% HP. When that unit's HP is 70% or lower, he can inflict unhealable and decrease hit chance for 2 turns. Now this hit chance goes very well with his first passive, because if you miss on his ally, his whole team gets a speed buff, so you want to keep that in mind. Now if that enemy, or if his target is 30% or lower in HP, he will instantly kill them and inflicts extinction, so you can't revive that unit, so they're dead. Now the last one, when he has his shade, he's granted a stealth buff that you can't dispel. So he'll always have that stealth buff if he has his allies. Now while he's stealth, he gets an immunity, and if his HP is 50% or less, when attacked, he sacrifices all of his shades and grants an extra turn, and all his skills are reset, which means he will have Execution available. So all in all, he sacrifices his shades, gets an extra turn, uses Execution, and summons his shades again. I don't know what's the point with that, but that's what happens. Okay, with the team, mainly using AoE DPS, because using a single target DPS here is very, very difficult because his shades, somehow they're immune to single target skills. So the only way to deal damage to them is to use AoE skills. Like skills that can hit 2 enemies like Champion Zerato or Vildred still doesn't work. It has to be AoE. So that's why I'm using these 2 here. Mercedes I think is really good because of her S2. Because it deals damage based on max health. Very good.
Are you ready?
We just have 2 healers here because we need these guys healthy, and we want to avoid getting extinct from his Execution. Because once you get that, it's basically over. You're gonna have to restart the whole thing. Now in this wave, what you want to take note of is that the boss can transfer debuff back to your team, and also the minions, the 3 minions, they hurt once they have their skills, so either get rid of them before they do a lot of damage, or just cheese it and spam your heals. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. We'll just jump straight to the boss stage, because this one's gonna take quite a while because I am using AoE units. So yeah. let's just jump straight to the boss.
Is it my turn? It's going to be okay. It's too late to back out now.
Alright, so this one's done. Wave 2, we have Sid. And he's going to use his execution first, summons his shades. I'm just gonna use Angelica's S3.
The dawn is quietly blazing.
We don't have Montmorency's S2, unfortunately. I'm just gonna save Mercedes here because
But I won't
her HP
give
is
up.
very low.
Run before
I mean,
it's
her
too
max
late.
HP is very low. That's what I
Now
mean.
I'm getting bored.
Now what we're going to do here is just AoE the
I'll
heck
show
out
you
of the
my
shades,
skills.
deal as
It's
much
your
damage,
turn.
and take them out as fast as we
I will do
can.
my best. That must have been painful.
Because I do want to inflict
Let's start with
debuff
something light.
on the real Assassin Sid. At least a defense break
Confident in my strength
from
of darkness.
SSB, at least.
I want to retire already.
But since we don't have a reliable defense breaker, it's all in RNG and timing. But it's all good, you know, with Mercedes
Are you
S2,
ready?
we can do quite a lot of damage, even without a
Is
defense break.
it my
Now
turn?
most of my souls I'm going to
Show you
use
what I've got.
only for Mercedes S2 just to reduce the cooldown of her skills.
I won't
Because
go
Assassin
easy on
Sid,
you.
his execution is... He's
I
just
will
too
do my
fast.
best.
So he'll be spamming his S3, summoning his shades. It's quite annoying.
Way.
I'm confident in my strength. Trust me.
Such a pity. I'll keep going. It's going to be okay.
I'll show you my skills.
Yep, so
Now
that
is the time.
nice. So we remove
Bring it on.
all of his shades. We got one turn to just focus on him. Now if he doesn't have his shade, he can stun, which sucks.
Run before it's too late.
And also with
do my
with
best.
Angelica's S3, I only want to use her S3 after Assassin Sid use his skill. Yeah, so after he uses this, I just use Angelica's S3.
Let's start with something light.
She's my only reliable AoE healer, right? Because with Montmorency, I kind of don't want to use Soul Burn on her S3 because
will end
Mercedes
this fight.
needs it.
I'll show you what I've got.
This is what you get for ruining my vacation. It's too
We got
late
the
to
wave.
back out now.
Mercedes,
Are you ready?
we got enough Soul Burn, just use that.
Is it my
Ends
turn?
the debuff.
Painful. I want to retire already. I'll accept your duel.
Okay, we
I'm
inflict target on
confident in
him.
my
We
strength.
should be able to do a bit more damage.
Keep going. The goddess wills it.
Let's not let this drag on. End it now.
I won't go
Man, he
easy on
always
you.
hit the defense break.
Now.
I think his effectiveness
Bring
is
it
like
on.
super high.
I'll show you my skills. Call.
Even
It's
with
your turn.
Montmorency having, I think her effect resistance is like 130. She still gets debuff with Assassin Sid's execution. So maybe you can't. Maybe you can't block it. Maybe.
Going to be okay.
I'm confident in my strength.
We don't have enough Soul Burn for Mercedes. I'm not gonna use her S2. If I'm going to use her S2, I need to use the Soul Burn.
Let's start with
Because I don't want to
something
wait
light.
like full turns for her skills to go back up. I'd rather wait one turn
I will do my best.
and then
Even if it's just
use
a little.
a get enough souls and use it on the next turn.
I want to retire already. I'll help you. Hurry!
I'll go.
die?
Okay, we got
Go
SSB.
easy on you.
Should be able to clear that.
Run before it's too late.
Okay, we got target. We have
Are you
enough
ready?
soul burn to use Mercedes S2. Just gonna use that.
Now is the time.
36k damage.
This Dragon,
Very nice.
end it now.
It's too late to back out now.
The goddess wills
Yeah, I need to use
it.
Angelica's S3 here.
Dawn is quietly blazing.
The worst thing that can happen on this team is that if the shades focus on Mercedes, because she won't be able to,
Confident in my
you
strength.
know, eat all the damage.
I'll show you what I've got.
I'll keep going.
Okay, so at this point, we just wait. Oh, okay, this one's good.
I won't go
If we can
easy on
inflict defense break, it's gonna be good for us. Okay, we
you.
didn't.
I'll show you
Damn.
my skills.
Tough luck. But it's not too bad.
Run before it's too late.
I will do my best. I want to retire already.
I believe I will win.
Let's start with something light. Calm.
Okay, so we have
Are you
S3.
ready? Trust me.
Wipe them all. Majority of them have defense break.
I'm
Nice.
confident in my strength.
Another 27k damage.
Darkness.
We got
I'll
SSB.
accept your duel.
Just normal attack. I'm saving SSB's S3 for when
Is
Mercedes skills are in cooldown. So I just use SSB's S3 instead. It's kind of like a backup
pain
thing.
away. The goddess wills it. Oh my. I'll help you. Here I go.
At this point, it's just rinse and repeat.
Kal, are you
However,
ready?
if we could get a defense break on Sid from SSB's
I will
counter,
do my best.
that would make our run much easier. Like, you can probably just nuke Sid out with Mercedes.
Die?
Take out like 20% of his HP or something.
I won't go easy on you. I'll show you my
It's kind of very
skills.
difficult to do that
I will
because
end this fight.
by the time Mercedes skills is up, Assassin Sid uses his execution.
Bring it
I'm
on.
getting tired of you. Bye bye now.
Okay, so Sid now has defense break. We should be able to do a lot of damage here.
Are you ready?
We don't have Mercedes. We don't have enough soul burn for Mercedes, so I'm not gonna take that
I'll
chance.
keep going. It's hard, but I won't give up.
Oof! No heal!
Goddess wills it.
Very sad. Should I use Angelica's S3? Yeah, might as well.
Let the goddess lead the way.
SSB doesn't look good, especially with that defense break on her.
Is it my turn? Be okay.
I'll accept your duel. I'm confident
Okay,
in my
we got
strength.
enough.
Now is the time.
I'll keep going. I want to retire already. Is anybody there?
Alright, that's it. Quite easy. I'd say this is easier compared to the previous floor. Because the previous floor was quite chaotic. This one, even though, you know, some things didn't go our way, it's still good. We still managed to clear it, so yeah. And with that, this floor is cleared. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on another video. Cheers.